we get ready for 149. Max Murin and Trey Kruse. Murin undefeated this season at 3-0, the junior out of Ebensburg, Pennsylvania. Max Murin, head coach Tom Brennan said about Max, Max respects all but fears none. You better be ready for a war when you wrestle, Max Murin.
I think he's looked great, Ray, up at that 149-pound weight class. He was 41-pounder last year, and Coach Brand's, Tom said that they'd gotten together, Jaden Ironman and Murin, over the summer and decided this maybe that'd be better if Murin moved up to the weight. And now Murin's got a near side cradle locked up here. This trouble here for Kruse.
Murin looking for the pin.
Usually can't pin a guy with an outside cradle like that unless you make some sort of adjustment.
Murin just driving forward.
Yeah, he's right now Kruse has got his berries. Right now what you want to try to do is bring that grip up there by the neck, okay? If you can bring that up by the neck, the jugular vein, that so to speak, and that can make it a lot tighter. If you can make that adjustment, it might be able to go ahead and pin your opponent. But so far the grip is in the middle, and it makes it a little bit easier for Kruse. If you really want to crunch him down here, you make that adjustment. And now he's going elbow deep down on the mat, right? The head, that grip is a little bit closer to the head.
Scramble there.
Yeah. But you can tell where that was a better situation for Murin to get to. Once he got him to the back, and he closed the deal a little bit better. But Kruse did a nice job of rolling through at the key moment there, getting the skate.
Coming up on the halfway point of the first period, Max Murin, ranked number 5 in the country against Trey Kruse, the freshman out of Stillwater, Minnesota, starting in place of Griffin Perriott. Murin, ranked number 5 in the country. He's coming off of decision wins over Brock Hardy of Nebraska, Michael Blockhus of Minnesota, and Michael Carr of Illinois. And Murin just adds on to his point totals.
Yeah, off to a faster start than we've seen in those other matches. This is, wrestling a guy that doesn't have a lot of varsity experience. Perriott, a long time, several year letter winner, national qualifier. So it's a good match for Murin in this situation to go out there and score points early in the match.
Trey Kruse.
It's not that he hasn't been trying, but he tends to just wear guys down, and his technique at the end of the match has been very impressive. This year. I mean, it's just as good as, what he's doing at the end of matches here to score points is just as impressive as what he's doing in the beginning of this one.
Trey Kruse, who is on the bottom, he's 1-2 this season. Losses to Yaya Thomas and Christian Kanzler of Illinois. His lone win, he pinned Daniel Stilling of Wisconsin. So for Trey Kruse, what a learning experience to be in there against the number 5 ranked Max Murin of Ebensburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, good look at Kruse there. He's just worked to get up.
It has been a morning of finishes thus far.
Yeah, short time here for Murin. It looked for him he just put both legs in, just looking to see if he can get anything working in the top position. We also have some extra matches going on the other side, so that's why you hear that. Here's the 4-point move that we have. So he's just circling here, but he gets elbow deep around that leg. A nice job of locking up right there. It immediately starts moving him over. Once he put that right hip on the mat of Kruse, he's able to go ahead and turn him. But you see where the grip is. It's not quite where he'd like to have it. He makes an adjustment. He gets the points here, which is the most important thing with that technique, with that near side cradle. It's really difficult to pin college wrestlers. And this is the thing, this last technique right there, where that's where I see the improvement with Murin, and that's just what you've been drilling since the first day you got on the Iowa campus is now starting to show up in the not only in the practice room but in the matches. Well, that takedown was beautiful.
Murin had 14 total points combined through 3 matches this season. He already has 10 points in the first period and a half against Trey Kruse.
Now working the bottom leg Turk. You see how he's got that bottom leg tilted. You want to try to get the belt buckle to the sky. Usually drive off of that left leg. Right there, kind of keep it off the ground, and that elevates that bottom leg. Again, when you get the belt buckle to the sky, the shoulders will follow.
This is a bad spot for Trey Kruse, the 2020 Minnesota State champion. Ended up 175 and 27 in high school, but very different level when you are up there against the number 5 ranked Max Murin, who is a 2020 All-American.
Yep, he got a high elbow right there on the far side, so he came off his bottom leg Turk, and now he's going to work this far side, near side wing and see if anything else collapses. Well, he's going to end up wanting to go on his feet. So more comfortable. Hitting technique to the feet. Look for him to come back to that same shot. Now a single leg, near arm, far leg. And you can feel his opponent kind of cave in a little bit. I mean, it's tough for Kruse. He probably hasn't felt a guy like this with this type of offensive firepower and good rides on the top.
Yeah, Murin, as you see with Kruse, he looked over to see the clock, how much time he has left. 12-3, the lead for Max Murin from Iowa. On to the third period we go. And Max Murin, as you pointed out, Jim, wrestled at 141 last season, but he looks exceptional here at 149.
Yeah, he looks the part. You know, he just some guys
bottom man set, cover.
They got a body style, and then they might be small at the upper weight. They move down a weight, and they still look small. But he was a big 41-pounder, but he even looks as big, if not bigger, as a 49-pounder.
And Max Murin adds on to his lead 13-3, and would you believe that Murin is a member of the boxing club? So
that's
he just loves
fantastic.
combat.
You know, think about that for a second. I mean, a lot of boxing is footwork and getting a good angle on your opponent, and you know, I'm not a fan of getting somebody hitting my helmet, but just the technical side of it is fascinating to me.
Well, I do believe that there's a different level, and right now he's looking to end the match is Max Murin. And I thought he had 4 points, and that'll end the match here, as that should be a tech fall. Murin's looking over at the official like, what's going on?
Well, it should be match termination. I think that referee Grasso got the call there from the front table, and that they were going to end the match. Good match by Murin.
So the tech fall for Max Murin as he improves his record to 4-0. He looked dominant this morning over Trey Kruse, the freshman.